giving you an opportunity to get the full story from the people who tell it best. This is Mediacom NEWSLEADERS.
Welcome back. This segment's about diabetes. It's called Defense Against Diabetes, and we have the executive director right here, Sabrina Weaver. Welcome to NEWSLEADERS. Glad to have you here. Executive director for how long now?
Oh, we've been around since May of this year.
Yeah.
So
still relatively new.
Yes.
And it's all about awareness, right?
Correct.
Getting the message out there.
Correct.
Letting people know.
And our primary focus is on prediabetes. There's a lot of talk about type 2 diabetes, but not a lot about prediabetes, which is the precursor to type 2 diabetes. 1 in 3 people have prediabetes and have no clue that they have it, because symptoms are kind of under the surface, under the radar, and the only way to really find out about it is to have blood work done. And usually that doesn't come about until a complication or something else is going on, and it's kind of like, oh, you're kind of pre-diabetic. And so, but even with that diagnosis, not a lot is being done to prevent or make changes to prevent being a type 2 diabetic. So what we do is we take a pre-diabetic individual and we work with them over the course of a year to make some lifestyle changes with diet and increasing their activity over the course of the year, with the hope that they'll maintain that after the year is over, and that will reduce the risk of developing type 2 diabetes by at least 33%.
Wonderful.
So
it's a year-long worth of information, guidance, support to get this person on the right track.
Correct.
Do you work with one person at a time or many?
It's a group. So we have a cohort. We currently have a cohort that started in September, which is going well. We're enjoying the program so far. So once you're in the program, we do ask that you commit for a year. And we don't take in new people once a group has started, just for the continuity and
you've already progressed.
Correct. So we'll have a new cohort starting in January. So if anyone's interested, they can contact us and they can join.
Is this a once a week thing every day?
For the first 6 months, we meet every other week for an hour. And then for the remaining 6 months, we meet once a month. But we kind of touch base on the times that we're not meeting. So just a progress check, kudos, what we're doing well, what we're struggling with. So it's a support group, even when we're not meeting face to face.
So this is relatively new, you said, since May.
Yes.
So what kind of feedback are you getting on this now? Because you've been in the program for a little bit now, right?
Correct.
A cohort?
So far, positive. I think the biggest thing is trying to get used to logging, tracking what they're eating. That's the biggest thing, and understanding what a portion size actually is. We as Americans eat more than what the standard portion size is supposed to be.
I know we do.
So it's kind of hard to reduce that. But there's hiccups along the way, but every day is a new day, every meal is a new opportunity to do better. So that's what we focus on.
I mean, it all comes back to the individual.
Correct.
And their commitment to working this out.
Yep.
Because if they're not going to commit to it,
then it's not going to work.
But again, you're working with pre-diabetes people who have probably had something happen that alerts them that they're pre-diabetic.
Yes.
Otherwise, I guess you could get a test, like you said, and that could be determined.
The easiest way is to have a hemoglobin A1C done, which that monitors what your blood sugar has been over the past 2 to 3 months. Which that's what diabetics, they get those done regularly so that the docs can know kind of what their sugars are. But that test, like I said, it gives a range, and so that's what they'll look at. And if it's below 6.5, 5.4 to 6.5, then you're considered pre-diabetic. So usually, hopefully your healthcare provider will kind of start talking to you about things that you can do differently. But if that doesn't happen, we're a resource that can kind of work with you. If you, it's kind of like, oh, I'm pre-diabetic, but nothing's really happened, we can help refer to a dietitian, nutritionist, to kind of work with the individual to kind of start trying to make those changes.
Good to know. That's why it's called Defense Against Diabetes. What about children?
Currently, our program is for 18 and older, but we are currently working on some curriculum so that we can start working with teenagers because, unfortunately, our teens are starting to become type 2 diabetics. And as a teen, most medications haven't been tested for those under 18, so they have a limited option on treatment. So, and then also that's just a long time to have to deal with this chronic disease, and it's very costly. We spend billions of dollars a year treating type 2 diabetes complications, and so if we can start early and start minimizing young, then we can kind of decrease.
So that might be developing with what you're doing.
Yes.
You'll keep us alert then.
I sure will.
We'll have you back on. We'll talk about it, okay?
Sounds
for
good.
children. But for more information, to get Defense Against Diabetes, mo.org. That's the website.
Yes.
Phone number is?
573-303-9560.
Sabrina Weaver, Executive Director for Defense Against Diabetes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good to see you. We'll come on back, okay?
Okay, thank you.